This is Mario Central, right next to Shells. Oh my goodness. I know there were a lot of them, but we shouldn't have been that unprepared. I was giving Chief Shells here a rundown of events. What's up, Chief Shells? It's amazing. They pulled the caper of this scale so brazenly in broad daylight. If this incident is any indication, it appears certain that Cypher will become even more active in the days to come. I agree with you, man. It's true, they were kind of unprepared. I mean, they should have had a bit more better security. I know you have a bodybuilder and none, but considering I can take them down with no problem, you should probably put several bodybuilders at once. So he got knocked out pretty quickly, might I add, and he happened to fall in the wrong direction. Probably should have just came to the middle a little bit more. But here, folks, we have Ralts himself going to try to purify him. And by doing so, in this episode, I'm actually going to be taking on the Pyrite Colosseum and finishing all 4 rounds of it. Now, I'm not talking about just one go. I'm talking about 4 goes of 4 rounds. So here we go with the first finals. Let's do it! Here we are in the finals, and we meet Juplex. She is stoked. She wants me to bring it on. I bring it on, I shall. Now this time, I'll get to talk about Ralts. Let's actually do that, shall we? Ralts is one heck of a Pokemon. He is really good. Or she, sorry, I don't even know. Never mind. Just pretend I didn't say he, okay? It's a she for sure. Like, I should not even be encouraging that. Ralts, man, she is a good Pokemon. She is one of the best psychic types ever in existence. Alakazam was one of the best back then, and ever since then, there's never really been a good psychic type. Hypno wasn't really that great, Jinx wasn't all that great, and second generation didn't really have a lot of psychic Pokemon. And now, this one came along and just brought back the psychic status to Supreme. Whoa, he's been to reverse mode already. This is how I've gotten to Purify her, I'm sorry. Purify her so much, darn it! Oh, what the... Well, that's the only downside. Once you don't get to its final evolution, it's kind of hard to train, but... Ralts will evolve in 1 level, actually. I think it evolves at Curlia level 20. So... yeah, we're a little bit over, but that's the other thing with Ralts is I actually didn't want to fight with him too much. This will be the only round I fight him with, and then to purify him from now on, I won't put him in the purifying chamber, but I'll use the sense, since I've never actually shown that off, so I'll show that off once we're done here. Too bad he had to die so quickly. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to mentally make a note in my head. Okay, there. I will now call it a her. now I don't even consider it a person anymore. It's an it. Well, Ralts, as I said, when it evolves into a Curlia and then it gets to a Gardevoir, Gardevoir is supreme. It's got good speed, it's got good specials, and it can even take some defensive hits too. It's not a bad Pokemon. The only thing is, it's a little low on HP. But other than that, it's a powerhouse. Especially equipped with Calm Mind, this thing can wreck a lot of teams. For this to me, I don't think Gardevoir is as relevant as she was now. I think as the generations moved along, Gardevoir didn't maintain the same type of legendary status. She's still good, but she's not as legendary as she was before. I think in this generation she was supreme, and then from here on out it starts to weaken a little bit, because then the physical specials start to get more known and the dark types actually stand a chance. So that was the thing. And Gardevoir overall, I mean, the only thing that I actually looked up, I was so disappointed to find this out. My moveset, and I'll just tell you right now, is a very simple moveset for any Gardevoir. Calm Mind and Psychic is a must. I mean, you have to have that. It's almost a no-brainer. And then from there, it's like, well, what do I teach it? Well, eventually, she also learns Thunderbolt. She can learn that, and she can also learn Magical Leaf. Now, I thought I was going to be getting Magical Leaf in this game, and I was so stoked. I'm like, oh, yay, she's going to get Magical Leaf. Oh, my goodness, oh, my goodness. Then I looked it up and found out, well, no, that's not the case, actually. It's only in Fire Red and Leaf Green that you get that ability to learn it. And from that game on, you get the ability to learn Magical Leaf with Gardevoir. Oh, man, that disappointed me. I was like, no, that would have been perfect. But you know what? We have a grass type on our team, so I'm not lamenting over it too much. And by the way, that fight was actually pretty easy after Ralts died. I'm sorry, Ralts. I'm just saying, probably not there yet, but you're getting there. Don't worry. 3040. Now this is the only thing that's worth it in this Colosseum. You don't even want to do the next 3 rounds. I mean, there's no point. But you know what? I'm going to do it anyways. Here you get Brick Break. We're going to be teaching that to one of these Pokemon soon enough. It'll most likely go to Nuzleaf, but I'll have to think it over first. But I'm going to meet you guys in just a second. Take that, old man. Bow down to my skill. I am supreme. I am #1. I am your master. I'm sorry, I just had to let that out there. I felt on top of the world right there. But here we go. Once you're in a gate village, you can buy any of these scents. The Vivid scent is the best one to buy out of all of them because it basically unlocks a majority of the heart. Like, trust me, watch this. If I use just one, you saw how it was at like 2.5 bars, right? I use one. And Ralts is like going to be like, oh, I'm so delightfully delighted. And its heart opens up a lot. Actually, I'll just show you real quick how much it actually opened up. See, if you want to get a quick Pokemon, look at that. It's down to almost a bar. Actually, it was at 2 bars, right? So it takes out about 3/4 of a bar. It's pretty significant. Especially, you know, in Colosseum, it's very useful to have a lot of these because it can really speed up the process of healing the Pokemon, especially the ones that take a long time to purify. It won't always take down 3/4 because the higher level the Pokemon, the harder it is to purify it with sense. But it still works out. And now Ralts is ready to be purified, so she can join my team. Huzzah! And now we shall also name Trapinch. You might find it to be an odd nickname, but I'll explain it as he gets further on into his evolution. But man, I can't believe we finally have... I mean, this is, I think, the first time I've assembled this team. Like, what I mean is, assembled a team of 5 this quickly in this game. Usually, I always wait for a couple other later Shadow Pokemon to appear. I normally don't take Ralts in this game. I think this is actually my first time. I usually choose Ralts a lot in Pokemon Emerald. But in this game, I've never really done so, and this is the first time I'm doing it, so he kind of looks cool in 3D, I will admit. Oh no, I said he again, right? Dang it, I just slapped myself. Alright, it's a she. And now, by opening the door to its heart fully, it learns Shockwave and I think Sing? Did I remember this correctly? Yes, I did. How did I remember that? I don't even know. That is surprising, actually, that I knew that. And this is for certain. You must know this. This is not even a question. Because the thing is if you accidentally say no, you don't get a Calm Mind TM until way later in Mount Battle. So make sure if you're going to train a Ralts, don't be stupid and don't keep pressing B, because that's a habit of mine I always do. I miss out on the important things by pressing B, and I'm like, oh no, wait, I take it back. That always happens all the time for some weird reason. No, it's not for a weird reason, it's because I just keep pressing B like a fool. That is the exact reason. But now it is clearly a bit more easier to train, but again, it's still kind of hard. Until it actually gets into a Gardevoir and until it actually learns Psychic, it's still going to be a little tough to train because Confusion isn't all that powerful, and it's not going to do a lot to some Pokemon, but at least it has Calm Mind, so it can amplify the power a bit. But due to the suggestion from Demon Shadow 251, I am going to name her Athena, the goddess, the Greek goddess of war. I love this name. I don't even know if it's the Greek goddess of war. I think that's what it is. Don't judge me because I cannot remember right now. I am just fully focused in the world of Pokemon. But this was a great nickname. I thought it was the perfect choice. If this happened to be a boy, though, I was actually going to name it, kind of insulting to it, I guess. I was going to name it Gender with a question mark and a male sign. That's what I was going to name it. I'm not even joking you. And a female sign, I meant. But... good thing it's a female, so I didn't have to actually be making fun of it every time I sent it out. Go, Gender! I don't know who you are! That would have been actually pretty crippling to him, wouldn't it? But now we're also going to name our Trapinch, which I hope I have enough space because I want to name him the Cross Effect. I don't think I'm going to have enough room, am I? Nope, it doesn't look like it. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do, people? I'm actually just gonna shorten it. You know what I intend to name him? I want to name him the Cross Effect, and the reason why I want to name him this is because I'm gonna take out one S, so you should know by now it's the Cross Effect. Don't worry about that. And I'll get into explaining that name once we actually head into our next finals in Pirate Colosseum, which is right here with Auril. I am not a specimen to be examined. I saw that. Auril, what do you think? This is a giant lab and you can just be Walter White and examine all the meth around the floors? Oh my goodness, man. This is not a lab. This is not a super lab. This is a Pokemon stadium where Pokemon do battle and we compete for prize money. This is completely different. Although we do kind of make the same money as Walter White, doesn't he? Not as much as him, though. That's the only unfortunate thing. Why did you both use Fake Out? Wow, what an annoyance. I always hate people that have that move. Fake Out? Oh my god, so annoying. It's just stalling the fight. That's something that it's actually funny when I was playing my Pokemon Emerald. I started to realize another kind of thing that irked me about that game. And I will admit, this is something, I think it's just due to the fact they were trying to introduce items, because, as you guys know, when the 3rd generation came in, they introduced held items, they introduced abilities as well. And what was, I think, a little bit irritating in Emerald is, and in general the 3rd generation, is they programmed it so that they can really teach you about it. So they programmed it in a very annoying way. The thing was, is they ended up giving items to almost every single Pokemon out there. They gave him, like, berries to hold, they gave every gym leader a berry, and then they gave them infinite items. Like, it was so irritating because they were trying to stress, well, here we are, we're going into a new generation, and this is going to be different. So they programmed it in a very irritating way. They did that, and not only that, the abilities. You know things like static, where it's like if you touch the Pokemon, he's going to paralyze you? It's a 50-50 shot. To me, and I don't know if this is for the rest of you, to me, in like 3rd generation Pokemon series, it wasn't 50-50 for me, it was 80-20. If I hit him just once, it was more than likely I was going to get paralyzed, or that ability would activate. Because again, I think they just programmed it to really teach you, like, okay, here's a new technique, learn it. And they just did it in an annoying way that it's just like, oh my god, I get it! And it just kind of stalls the Pokemon latches longer, is what I really hated about it. Because I can understand giving gym leaders items and all, but giving, like, the normal trainers items. Like, I remember I was at a bad point, like, my Pokemon are at low health and I didn't have a Pokemon Center nearby and I was running low on Super Potions. And I was about finished with this guy, and this guy's like, oh no, I have a Hyper Potion. I'm like, no! Why does a regular trainer have a potion? Oh, that was so irritating. But anyways, we just took down Walter White. How do you feel, Mr. White? Are you done? Have we taken down your secret meth lab organization? But this probably is a secret meth lab organization. He probably has it hidden in the walls or something. He's secretly working on it, and that's why he says new specimens to be examined, because now he's just so influenced by it that he's just seeing meth everywhere. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. But that TM is actually kind of useless and is the reason why there's really no sense in going through with this after the first attempt. It's Taunt, by the way, which is such a stupid TM. I don't know why they made that move a TM of all things. You know what I would like to see made a move of TM? Hydro Pump. That would be awesome. But they're never going to do it because it's not a move that I think could be contained within a TM. But Solar Beam is. Why couldn't Hydro Pump be? Right, here we are in the 3rd final. Hey, punk, the battle's not started, but you're already shaking? You see, I've exclaimed this many times. I don't think you realize who you're up against. The man is unfazed by everything. I think the reason that he appears to be shaking is because you're shaking out of fear of him and his unfazability. It's like, seriously, I think that is the exact reason, and he's probably just full of intimidating Pokemon, isn't he? Yep, he is, and this is not good. I have my Crow's effect. in here against Stantler. Stantler's actually kind of powerful for now because, I mean, he's a single evolution. He's a pretty darn good one, too. Ah! Oh, thank goodness he didn't use that on the right Pokemon. Thank you, AI. Thank you very much. Oh, my goodness. I need this right now because Stantler needs to go down quickly. And good thing I used it, because now she won't take as much damage. Oh, wow, you really are stupid. Thank you for being so foolish, AI. I am very glad for this. But now I can actually explain Crow's Effect's name. Why the reason I decided to name him, well, Cross Effect, is his final evolution is a mix of, like, two animals. He's part dragon, he's a part fly, he's also, like, part mosquito. He's got, like, so many cross blends of animals that I just thought the Cross Effect was the best thing ever. It just makes sense for him, because he is, like, a crossbreed of everything. It's like if a scientist were to do something horribly wrong and create a mutation of some sorts, that would be Flygon. It's like a mutation of a mosquito, a fly, and a dragon put together. And that's what you get. It's Flygon in the process. Like, just think about it in your head. Just imagine it as drawings. A dragonfly plus a dragon plus a fly equals, or sorry, I mean a mosquito, equals Flygon. That's basically why I named it the Cross Effect, because I just thought that would be a cool ending. It's kind of like my reasoning for naming Metagross the X-Files. It's based on appearance. Like, Metagross, to me, it looks like an alien, doesn't look like he belongs in the Pokemon world, and oh my god, Kirlia and Crow's Effect took down Stantler. Now that's impressive. I gotta admit, that is really impressive. Nice job, you two. My goodness. That was amazing. Now hopefully she can do the same with Hitmontop, then I'll be really impressed. Like, my goodness. Hopefully this doesn't do too much. Okay, that wasn't too bad. As long as Snubbull is stupid again and attacks Crow's Effect, then I think Kirlia should be fine. Hopefully. Boom! Oh wow, that did a lot. Oh, please attack Trapinch. Trapinch, Crow's Effect. Oh, jeez. Just survived. Okay, good job, girl. I'm gonna probably call you back because I want you to gain a level and not just keep missing it. She's actually died on me quite a few times during this entirety. Since the first rounds, she's been dying on me a lot, and it's only because, again, by only having confusion, it's not really helping her out that much. Especially since you can't take hits that well until she gets to her next evolved form. So I kind of want... She evolved 4 levels from now, so that's pretty good. Or was it 4 or 3? I can't even remember. Are you going to lower my defense? No. Well, in your face then. Oh, that's not doing... I'm so proud of Crow's Effect. Like, seriously. This guy is really something. I was saying all the time, it's so hard to train him, oh, he's so useless, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? He's been actually serving me some use. That Sand Tomb has been doing quite well for me. He hasn't been missing too often, and he's been taking hits somewhat well, actually, surprisingly. And I think it's just because, right at this moment, you know, he's like 9 levels above them. I think that's the reason why, but at the same time, it's just like he's not even at his 2nd evolution yet. Even if you're like 5 levels below him, you should be able to take him out kind of easily, but he's proving everyone wrong. Go, Crow's Effect, go! You can do it! Let no one stand in your way. Do-do. And with that, our another finale is done. Alright. Just one more to go. I think this is another useless TM. This is the only reason I don't like this Colosseum compared to the past game. I think the past game gave some more useful TMs compared to Taunt and Torment. I think this one is. Actually, let's just check it out. I'm not that sure. It is Torment. Yes, I was right. Jeez. What is even the point? Like, this tournament in the previous game was so much more better. Like, my goodness. Oh well, let's head into our final fight of the day. Let's do this thing. It's the finales of finals. What, are you a relative of Olren or whatever, the 2nd champ? There is a 0% now. So he's the scientist, and I guess you're the brother, and you're the mathematician, eh? just got some very good genes running in your family, don't you? This is actually a good match for Athena and Miss Fox. My goodness. It's perfect. Go, the power of women. Do it. Alright, let's, no, not do that. I meant to... that wouldn't have done anything, and I would have just been as stupid as certain other Pokemon or certain other AIs that like to use stupid moves on the wrong Pokemon. Or on the right Pokemon, actually. Like, instead of attacking Athena the entire time, the Snubbull, she was just attacking my Trapinch for some weird reason. But that's entirely up to them. They want to do it, I'm totally fine with that. I mean, I have nothing against it. You want to do it? Go right ahead. I have no problem with this. But it's funny, I like the Pirate Colosseum more in the last game. And that's because, well, again, it was harder, for one. It was like 50-something, I think. And they gave you more useful TMs. Like, I think... it gave you Brick Break, just like this one, and then it also gave you Toxic, and then I think it gave you Solar Beam at the very end. I think. I can't really remember now. It has been a while since I played the game, but it was much more useful. Like, you actually felt you were completing something when you actually did all these 4 rounds. You're like, I'm getting something good in return. And this one, the first time you do it, it's great. You get Brick Break. That's a very rare TM. But after that, it's like Torment, Taunt, really? That's the best you can do? They always made this tournament feel so much more small, because, I mean, now you're just battling level 20s. I mean, it's not even level 50s, but I guess the game has to change, right? You can't keep it being level 50s because you get Pyrite Town so early in the game, and the fact is, you don't start off at level 30, you start off at level 7 or 8, like most Pokemon games do. Actually, was he level 9 or 10? I can't even remember. Which is what you gotta appreciate for the series. Have I mentioned, by the way, I love this series? I don't think I've mentioned that before. I feel like it's something new that I'm saying. Take that, Bagon! Your family no longer are the champs of Pyrite. Meet your new ruler and champion, Nicholas, the one and only Pokemon champion. This is one of my favorite. I love this. I think out of every Pokemon game, you know, the person you start off with, I think this one is my favorite because he just looks so cool. He's got the red spiky hair. He does this little, like, jig thing when he's waiting impatiently, right? He's kind of like, okay, can you come on now? I'm anxious. I want to go to my next opponent. He's so unfazed by everything, and he's only 10, and he's got this cool mechanical arm. He's like a bio machine. I love it. He just is such a cool character to use. Him and Wes are definitely my favorites. Like, I really like them. Even, I mean, the Pokemon Rangers are cool and all, but they got nothing on these two. These two are the best. But what we're going to do now is, so I can actually make some sort of progress in this video, we're actually going to continue the story a little bit. Let's head to Fennec City. Once and for all, after that good tournament of things, we can now head to the beautiful Fennec. Where's the music? No, I want to hear the good music. This is scary. Oh, lady, what are you doing? I don't trust this at all. This music is throwing me off. And hooray, congratulations. Incredible as it may seem, you're exactly the 1 millionth visitor to Fennec. Wow, I didn't realize this was such a populated place. Please accept this, a disc case, which already comes with some battle CDs. Oh, cool. Battle CDs, you say. Number 1. Whoa, this is impressive. What the heck are battle CDs? What, I can put it in my CD player and it'll play all the Pokemon battle themes of every generation? And all the route themes? Oh, of course, I'm going to do it right away. She's actually directing us to the Realgum Tower. We remember this place from the last game, as evil as it was. Have a good time. She doesn't even allow us to stay. She just kicks us out. She's like, go to Realgum Tower. Don't even come to the city. There's something mighty suspicious about that, might I add. Think about it. Think about it. But here we go to the very beautiful Realgum Tower. What is it with these battle CD things? Pokemon appear alright, but when the battle ends, they just fade away. You don't get to keep them? Ah, sheesh, I dropped all my secret savings into them because I thought I'd get rare Pokemon for real. There goes money down the proverbial train. Let's get out of here. I like that word, proverbial. What do we do with these battle seedy things? What good are they if they won't give us any Pokemon? Just toss them out somewhere. Oh, toss them out to me, I'm right here! Oh, you went already and somehow snuck past me without even noticing who I am. But we get ourselves a protein, and we're gonna end things here. Join me next time. This is Mario Central signing off to you in a wonderful place.